YouTube boys, how are we doing? Now, usually when you guys get YouTube content out of me, I'm usually reacting to someone else's content, forming my own opinion, throwing in some spicy takes, and chalking it there and uploading that usually. But today's video is going to be just a little bit different because, as most of you guys know, I've been playing a ridiculous amount of Slapshot lately. I've probably only had Slapshot for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, we got into it right at about 1.0, and this is how many hours I've already got on here. Kind of lighten up over the last 2 weeks because we've been busy taking time away from streaming, but 85 hours still within the short time I've got it. That's kind of a lot. Now, as most of you know, Slapshot is a smaller game, so the community is a lot more tight. We get pros that come into our lobbies. We get some of the casters, devs every once in a while. And the other day, Milk decided to come in, which I know I've kind of talked about who Milk is before, but he's pretty much basically the best player in the game. If you follow Rocket League, he's basically Justin of Rocket League, if you kind of came up in the Rocket League scene like 2017-ish. And I wanted to record an intro because it's a little bit odd. We kind of just jump into conversation, but we did a lot of talking about kind of like the state of the game, what it needs, what it used to be maybe versus kind of where it is now, because he has thousands of hours in the game while I only am coming up on 100, getting into it at, like we said, since 1.0 came out. So if you're watching the video and you're kind of wondering like, wait, why did it start off like this? It's just because I kind of picked a point to edit from going forward, because we were talking about some other stuff, and that stuff's actually going to lead to the video that's going to be posted hopefully either later this week or maybe next week, depending on when this video comes out. So enjoy me and Milk kind of talking about the game of Slapshot, what we kind of want to see from it going forward. There's going to be a lot more Slapshot content incoming, so sub if you like it, sub if you don't like it, don't sub, I don't really care, but we'll catch you in the next one. I want everybody to play Slapshot. Like I like this game. All of my friends are basically playing it at this point. Like I have put a lot of my just like close IRL people that I know onto it, and they'll stick with it, but they're all also like, I mean, not everybody, but most of them are seasoned gamers that like they understand that this is, you know, 1.1.1, like we're early on, like there's going to be little bugs. We're not worried about that stuff, but like if the general population got on this game right now, it would get fucking like review bombed, and like it just wouldn't go well. So I really want to make sure that when I paint the narrative of this game, like I don't want it to be bullshit. You know what I mean? Like I want people to play this game but know what you're getting into. Like if you're going to get into the game right now, West servers are going to be tough. Like if you just queue Central, like you're down to 187 players. Like it's going to take a while to find games. Like I just want to get people onto the game but understand where it's at and kind of grow with it, if that makes sense. But once you start bringing large amounts of people into the game, you're running a risk of really creating a whole lot of toxicity. Yeah, money tournaments would be crazy. I definitely think it's cool he does it for pucks right now. I'm sure you guys are probably tired of it though. And like, you know, I don't blame you guys. It definitely creates competition. I 100% agree. So I used to play in a like very similar to this league. I used to do one for Rocket League, and like the top guys, that league was paid out. So like your guys' league would be paid out. Pro Division's only East. It makes sense, but we got to get more West people in the game, man. But what's really tough is like hockey is just so big. It's just so big in the Northeast compared to the West because of the weather. Like more people play hockey because it gets colder up here in the Northeast. Not that other places don't have hockey, obviously. Like Rihanna has the money to do some things and do some tournaments, but he just doesn't. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna do a Q&A, so if there's, you know, stuff that people want to ask, I heavily advise them to put it in Discord. And he seemed like he was really down with it. He seemed like it was legit, so it's definitely stuff I want to ask. I'm trying to get everybody's perspective. It's how skill players like myself and a few other friends I know are getting kind of tired of it. Exactly, and that's what you can't have happen. Like you can't have your top players like getting bored. Like it's okay to have them like a little bit, but obviously you don't want to have them drop the game, because even if money does get involved and you're still playing the game, you're not going to be playing the game to where you actually want to improve, and it's not going to be as benefiting for the game. There's no competition outside two teams in pro, which makes it hard. Yeah, so what do you think we do other than cash competitions? I don't know, somehow the skill level just needs to get higher. It's just hard for me to really like chime in on this kind of stuff because so much more to go. If we were at a point where we were averaging like, I know that for this game this sounds high, but in the grand scheme of things it's not high. If we were just averaging like 10,000 concurrent players a day, like give me 10k concurrent, at one point, like a 24-hour peak on the day, just 10K. And what that's gonna do for the skill ceiling with the player base and the comp, like it's gonna take a while, right? Like, and it's gonna be a shame because a lot of the people would still fall off of it at the top. Like, you guys could still fall victim to being bored and wanting to get off of the game. I just mean, like, there will be people that are very high up that won't come back to the game in general. They will find the passion that they have for this game for something else in that time, and they won't come back. Regardless of what that percentage is, we just have to see what we have and, like, is that worth it when you think about it? I guess it would be the way I would look at it, at least. The thing is, though, like, I would definitely love to do, like, kind of what Johnny Boy does for Rocket League, like, except I'm not commentating, bro. I'm so out on fucking commentating. Like, if I did, it would be for troll, but, like, if we somehow got away to, like, just do a cash thing, I don't know, though. Like, that's just such a dicey thing. For in a $300 I just mean, like, regularly. You know what I mean? Like, how much better would it be if, like, once a week we did, like, teams play a best of 3 for $50 a game? But if it was once a week, you would have to do, like, at least 100, so they're splitting it 3 ways. But say you're running a... How do I make the entire thing black, dude? I hate it when it's... All right, whatever. You'll run a best of 3. What do you think a best of 3 runs? An hour? Is what? 1 hour, would you say? Not even. But we'll ballpark it an hour, though. Call it 1 hour. God, please don't fucking judge, dude. I've actually never really, like, typed this out or, like, done this shit on here. I can't even honestly, I can't even read what that says. Best of 3 is 1 hour. All of your competition is in the East, so unfortunately it's going to have to start Eastern time. And you kind of want to go with a peak. But I don't know, the Slapshot community, like your guys' SPL streams that run late still get a lot of viewerships. The finals was running like 300 viewers, and it was getting towards like 11 o'clock at night. I think it was a weekend, but still. So you would want to kind of, I don't know, just kind of with the community, like say we do one game at 7 o'clock, right? And call this $50, right? And again, here, this ain't gonna be me because your boy ain't funding this. 8 p.m. you do, I don't know, put another one here for 75 and 9. The only issue that you're gonna have, the 2 best teams are going to constantly be right here. Your weight needs to be for the best team, but the issue that you're gonna run into right now is that you guys only have 2 teams. You know what starts solving this problem really quick? And I know Ervion's not gonna want to hear me out on this one. Paying players. Paying franchises will start to very much so encourage players. Contracts, even if they're $500 a season. But here's the rebuttal for that. If he starts paying players right now, is that the game itself, when it comes to servers and everything like that, aren't stable enough to, even if he has that disposable money from all that they're earning off of microtransactions, I think esports is the only chance this game has to grow Darth streams. This is what Darth needs to be doing. They need to take this idea, needs to be a thing, and this needs to go right to Darth for him to participate in this and cast every single one of these games once a week. Poll the community, ask when they would be most likely to, what day of the week they would be most likely to watch this, and run it. But I do 100% agree with you, man. I 100% agree that this, like, the esports is their way to do it. I know that from a viewer and a player perspective, because when I sat there and first got into the game and I played it for a couple hours and then I watched the pros do it, I got the exact same feeling that I did when I watched, like, when I got into Rocket League and watched Lethamir. You know what I mean? Like, you just sit there in amazement. I know they have the money to spend on tournaments. Damn, dude. I don't know. I don't know how Rocket League grew, but gotta copy it. I mean, they're... So, I mean, just a couple things for, like, I think that they need is, there needs to be a voice chat. You need, I think they, I don't know if that's possible, but they need to have it. I know console isn't in the possibilities, but it's just, I'm sorry that it's gonna be there if you really want to elevate to the next level. That question's always gonna be there from his perspective. We need other perm playlists too. We need leaderboards for a 2s and a 1s. They said that dividing the player base would be really bad because it's not big. Okay, so if you do that, it has to drop on something else. Because I do hear that argument. Like that is a fair argument. Yeah, and that is true. So you would need to launch that with something massive that's bringing you new players. That I mean, that has to be a part of a massive patch, I guess. So yeah, you guys aren't wrong on that one. Fuck, I really like that idea though. I think though, okay, so we'll scrap the 2s and 1s idea. We definitely though need more. We need something else here. We need some. I get dividing it isn't good, and I do agree. I feel like a lot of streamers have played and none of their fan base has stuck around. You know why? Because the streamer probably didn't stick around. I know everybody gets really excited that XQC has streamed it before and Lyric has streamed it before, and to be honest, like that's great. That's totally awesome, and it's awesome. It's great exposure. You need it, even if they play it for 5 minutes, because they average, you know, very good viewership. Yeah, Poof, man, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he really likes it. I've talked to him like once, but obviously he has 2.5 million subs on YouTube, and I got 132, so I don't think I'm really worth that guy's time, you know. And he has a code in the shop right now, which is dope. I mean, I guess the thing is like, and I would have to know like what have they done, and I'm only singling Irvion out because of like he's the head dev, he's the full-time guy. It's just him. Like, what has he done for when Lyric and XQC are playing the game? I heard he went into the Lyrics chat and gave him a bunch of pucks, like gave him like 100,000 in-game currency or something like that, which like that's cool. But I don't know. I'm just wondering if there was like anything else. I like that they did that. I'm gonna be honest though, making that thing for Poof was huge. So like the Twitch drops though, I completely understand as far as from like a owning the game perspective of not doing it too often, because I'm sure there's hefty charges that come with that. I'm sure it's just not easy, you know what I mean? I get it, but like, do you guys have somebody like social media wise that's like, you know, like what's Slapshot? What's the page right now? What is the fucking dude?
I just put up in that big boy talk. I give a fuck what you heard.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, we have 1.7 mil views right here. Like, we're cool. We're growing. When was the last time they posted? These are all pinned. How long ago?
Yo, we just released Slapshot Rebound.
Listen, bro, I can't preach. Like, I can't preach, right? Like, I look at myself as a failing content creator because I don't post enough. But brother, come on, man. Like, come on. What's after that? And wait, what is this video?
Yo, we just released Slapshot Rebound 1.0. Come on over. The water's warm. Actually, it's cold. It's ice. It's a ice hockey. Yeah, come on over. Yo, we just released.
Wait, we're still getting engagement though, which is actually really good. Have their guy anymore? Fuck you mean they don't have their game anymore, dude? Somebody needs to get in there. What do we mean we don't have their guy? That sounds like a we're hiring.
Easter, we've added a literal Easter egg that you can get for free right now using code Easter24 in the shop.
Okay. All right, so quality TikToks went down. Yeah, but this isn't hard to do. If he has money for tournaments, he has money to pay a freelancer for this by the TikTok, and it wouldn't even be that much. So our TikToks of promoting the game and tips for the game are what's doing us the best. So that's like all we should be posting right now. Gonna be completely honest. So basically what I'm hearing is the game was growing really well and then Cax quit.
You need a friend for this, so grab one and see if you guys can pull.
There's another one of him carrying the video.
The reason I love this game.
Carrying. That one's muted. Twitter, I don't know what happened. Point is, ain't here. Gone. Does he still play the game?
And I'm in a 1v1 or 2v1.
Another one. But again, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, it's fine. Yeah, no, like, he was doing a great job. He probably bounced and made his own content. Oh, the game still has 800 players average. Yeah, let's check Steam. Oh man, dude, this is good though. I'm gonna be really honest with you. What are we looking like since like launch? This is good. These ebbs and flows, like these are actually really good. This is probably when Lyric played it, or XQC, I would assume. I know as like a player, especially a pro that's like defending the game, or obviously you guys have played it so much that you feel like it's getting pretty washed, but like this is what you want to see in a game. I'm gonna be honest. People leave, but they come back. Like, people coming back is what's important. You guys don't die after the peak. And to be honest, like look at this, man. This is a month, dude. They've been like, this is a really good month. I'm sorry, like this is huge for the game. But here, like after we get to this month, 2-month period, we're gonna have to do something. And I don't think you guys can show me if I'm wrong here. Yeah, we haven't had anything. Well, we had a hot fix, but you know what I mean. We need something. We need something big. An aspect from the pro community is good. I definitely someday would like to do something with Darth, since he's the biggest caster, and I think he's also a very good caster in general. Like I think Darth has a lot of potential in the esports world if he wants it. So I mean, there's so many people in here that make this game good. So many people that make the game good. We just gotta do stuff for it.